Ladies and gentlemen, I was not planning on making a video today, but then this happened. We got some of the strangest news in regards to specifically Warzone that I have seen in a long time. Remember how people were talking about Verdansk returning? Well, it seems as though it is returning, but it is delayed. Let me show you what I'm talking about, and then we will explain what this actually means. So first things first, this is the tweet in question. This is from someone by the name of Bob Network UK. He is pretty reputable when it comes to leaks. As far as things, he has leaked that the classic prestige system was coming one day before it actually did. So we can take this with a little bit more than a grain of salt. And specifically, he said that the date that it'll be coming in a separate tweet was March the 10th, 2025. In other words, March 10th next year. And I believe that would be the anniversary for Warzone when that would be coming out. But the tweet says this, exclusive, Verdansk will be delayed from season 1 of Black Ops 6 to sometime during mid-life cycle of Black Ops 6. Urzikstan will receive gameplay updates, but map updates and ranked play with season 1 to compensate this delay. So what exactly does this mean? First of all, if you're one of those people who are saying, what do you mean Verdansk is delayed? It isn't even coming out as of yet. You would be 100% right. It was never once confirmed that Verdansk would be returning within Call of Duty Warzone. It was never stated that. However, it was rumored. And this is kind of the thing that we've seen year after year. These things get rumored. So they say, rumor, with season 1 of Black Ops 6, Verdansk is coming out. And then people just go with that as if it is news. Unless you hear it from Call of Duty, Activision, or one of the developers, nothing is ever confirmed. So it was never confirmed that Verdansk was even returning whatsoever. But it was a leak that it was coming back, and generally over the past couple years, what has happened is when a new Call of Duty game comes out, when season 1 launches, which is generally about 1 month after the launch of the full game, we then get a new map within Warzone. So people knew or assumed that Verdansk would be the map that would be returning with Black Ops 6. So they also assumed that with season 1, in other words, 1 month after the game's launch, we would also be getting Verdansk. So let's go back to that tweet and you can kind of see a little bit more of this. So the comment underneath this from Modern Warzone says, before people start to run with this, I'm just commenting to clarify that it was never confirmed Verdansk is coming back at all, much less a time for it to release. This was a leaks thing, and in the gaming industry, things are fluid and change a lot. Just managing expectations. So that's exactly what we were just saying. So again, it was never once confirmed. It was never once stated by any of the developers, by anyone at Call of Duty or anyone at Activision that this map was returning. What it was leaked that the map was returning. So people assumed season 1 for Black Ops 6. Now, what this tells us is that this map, once again, is still leaked to be coming, but not until later on. Now, what is coming? So this is where things actually, I think, get important. With season 1 of Black Ops 6, I at least think it's season 1. I'm curious whether this happens with the launch of Black Ops 6 or in season 1. We'll be getting an update to Urzikstan. So the reason why I say this is confusing, when Black Ops 6 launches, it has the brand new Omni movement. Now, if you don't know what Omni movement is, it's basically you can sprint in any direction. So you can sprint to your side or sprint backwards or anything in between. You can dive sideways, dive backwards, slide sideways, slide backwards, and therefore that is coming in Black Ops 6. And when you have new gameplay in the full game, you assume that that is coming in Warzone. Now the question is, does that come to Warzone on day 1, or is there going to be an update with season 1 that adds that movement into the game? Based off of this tweet and this tweet alone, again, leaks, so take it with a massive grain of salt, it seems as though that'll be happening within season 1, as well as map updates to Urzikstan. So in other words, kind of like we just got the Popov Power location update within the season 4 Reloaded update, things along those lines coming at that point. Now, on top of that, we would also expect to see all of the Black Ops 6 weapons implemented into the game as well. And I believe what we have seen with previous years' Call of Duties is normally those come in with season 1 of the game. But again, that is not confirmed. It could be anything in between. It could be when the game launches, when Black Ops 6 is fully released, we get new movement, we get the new weapons, all in Warzone, all at once. Or it could be in season 1 that happens. Now, the other thing that we have to keep in mind is Verdansk might not be Verdansk. Like, I really want to kind of hedge our expectations when it comes to Verdansk. And the reason why I say that is because I very highly doubt they're just going to take Verdansk, as we knew within Warzone 1, update the textures, update the colors of it, and just re-release it. I do not think that they are going to do that. But personally, that's what I believe. But we don't know that for sure. They could just one-to-one remake it, or they could just have a different map with some of those locations put onto that map. Or I think what's more likely is they take the Verdansk layout and implement new locations on it with some returning locations. So for example, you keep the Gulag and you keep the airport and you keep Stadium, but all of those other buildings around those areas are completely different. That is kind of what I more so expect to see when it comes to this. But again, when it comes to that, that is all leaks. That's me speculating what they are doing, not leaked. Keep in mind, based off of this and this alone, it's possible that we don't even get Verdansk. Now, the question that I have moving forward has to do with Resurgence and Verdansk. In recent Call of Duty games, it has become abundantly clear that the go-to game mode for Warzone is not Big Map, is not Urzikstan. It is clearly Rebirth Island and Resurgence. So my question to you, and what I want to hear down in the comments, is if Verdansk returns, would you still be playing Resurgence, or would you be going over to the big map? Now, the one other piece of information to come out of this is ranked play. So we already have ranked play within Rebirth Island, within Resurgence, within those maps. What we do not have is big map ranked play. It is rumored, again off of this leak, that we will be getting ranked play for big map, which will be Urzikstan at launch, as per the leak, and that'll be coming with Season 1. So I wouldn't expect it within Season 5 or whatever the last season is for Modern Warfare 3. It appears as though that is coming later to replace the launch of a new map. So instead of getting a new map at the launch of the game, we would be getting ranked play and we would be getting the movement updates. That's essentially what it is. Now, what I will say is I really do think that when this new movement comes into Warzone, it will be completely game-changing. I don't see any map or anything coming in like that could change Warzone as a whole and the way that it is played as much as this movement. That is, again, my opinion, but that is what I'm thinking. But at this point, I want to hear what you guys think. Do you think this is something that is happening, coming soon? Or do you think that Verdansk is delayed? Do you think it's coming at all? Again, this is leaks, but Bob Network UK has been very, very reputable when it comes to this kind of stuff. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. If you like the quick news update, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn notifications on, all of that kind of jazz. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, peace.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're